Renegades, this is pivotal for them. He's able to take down the first. Now they know where he is, though. He's rang the dinner bell. They don't have any more utility. Azza, he's gone and taken a second. Doja tapped the bomb, but Azza's read this perfectly. Going to tap it once again. Doja, you don't get many more of them, and Azza,
oh my God,
he is playing this incredible. A man of steel. The defuse going to come on in, and I think there's just enough time left for it. And you really have to appreciate his efforts there to try and keep Renegades in this one. Gambit will get a 13th round. Both players there play that incredibly well, but Azza, the balls on that man to just sit there in spite of the constant taps from Doja.
Yeah, you can't ask for much more out of Azza in that situation. I cannot believe he just called his bluff twice in a row inside the smoke. That's incredible. Still a costly win for Gambit. They're not out of it just yet. This would actually be a nightmare. If they lose this round and they get that such a harsh reset once again, that would be a nightmare. So even in a loss, Renegades can find victory out of it if they can turn it around here. Azza's going to flash his way forward. He's the only one there. He's cut off from Naf at the moment. Here comes a peek from Adren. There's a smoke on the roof, which is not great. They line up for him, and Adren doesn't take very much damage at all. He falls away. He'll be happy with that exchange. Azza down to 32.
Now, once again, they've been denied this early presence over here towards Banana. Bit more of a passive setup going to come in over here at the B-bomb site this time as the Adren gets boosted up. You can see Renegades turn their attention instead over here towards the A-bomb site. And Fitch, Mo, and Doja, they're the three players that will be lying in wait. Doja holding it close. Man comes his way. They haven't checked for him, though, and Doja, as a result, finds two with the UMP. And now, things get tricky for Renegades. Ustilo and Nifty, both players grouped up on short. They're going to go down as Doja in with the triple. Wants to close this out here and now for Gambit. 14-9 as they start to shut down this comeback.
Yeah, he holds that down very, very well on balcony, getting aggressive. The previous time we saw Renegades run this tactic where it actually worked was Fitch, who tried to play it more passively and got blind because of it. Doja just pushes forward and takes the fight close up, perhaps because he has the UMP. That's a brilliant triple kill from him. And he staved off that nightmare economic scenario for Gambit. 14-9. They've strung together two in a row now. Renegades, the comeback was looking good, was starting to look strong, but they've been stopped for the moment. Not a whole lot more mistakes, more rounds to give up. Again, Adren and Hobbit have been able to keep control of top Banana. Renegades really haven't been able to force them away from that in these past couple rounds. There's another kill, Adren through the smoke. He is loving this lineup that he has. And it's been months after getting tagged down to 32 is huge. Deals equal damage over to JKS. Bomb is still far back as well. Renegades haven't decided to move forward quite yet.
Now they start to creep on out through mid. Long's left open. The bomb's still down towards the T-stairs. So now they start to fall back to go ahead and pick that up. And it looks like it could be the B play, but Hobbit might have something to say about that. Just probing for the information. Jump peeking over the top. 40 seconds. Time working against them here. He's going to be ticking on down. It looks like it will be the B play. We've got one smoke, 3 flashbangs. And a Molotov for JKS. They really can't afford to be sitting around, so in comes the push. Now they start to go for it. And Hobbit, as he finds the opener, he drops down, just has to stay alive. Adren's up on the booster. They're not ready for this at all. Adren in with 2. And Nifty, 1 versus 4, 12 seconds left. It's not meant to be. Gambit, they are going to reach match point here, 15-9. And Nifty can't even escape with the AWP at the end. That has to be devastating.
Adren with a little bit of a chuckle. This second kill as he comes falling down. This was great. He was boosted up the whole time. I mean, that was the entire plan. Hobbit just spotting for the information, and Adren already put up in that spot so he can fall back into the site, lure him into the trap. That was well played from Gambit. And Renegades have run out of steam. We're going to get another tactical pause, their last. And you can't blame them at 9-15 trying to make this happen. During all the fun here on the main stream, FaZe did beat Team Liquid, so they were the first team eliminated from Group B. I'm sure most of you already knew that from keeping your eye on Twitter. but just informing those who might not have. So Group B is starting to get figured out. Like what a painful day 2 after day 1 where they outlasted a couple teams in overtime. Not able to gain any points on this last day. Op is in the hands of Mo. Doja with an M4. He's been great. 21 kills on Mo, 20 kills on Doja. Hobbit with 19. So it's been a very, very solid spread out effort from the Renegades, from the Gambit side of things, excuse me. And Mo, that's a great find on a Nifty. Not aware that he's exposed at that angle, and a big, big advantage for Gambit Gaming in this round.
Yeah, now is not the time you want to be a man down. They've lost utility as well, losing Nifty. And Renegades seemingly stuck for ideas. They've slowed right down, going to be stacked up outside of A. Having Hobbit just being this B anchor has been incredibly strong, as it's allowed for 4 men to hold over here towards A. You can see actually Adren going to start to rotate off preemptively. Now that smoke rains out, so Adren going to come back. Mo nearly gets caught off guard. That would have been the perfect mistake for Renegades to capitalize on, but they missed their opportunity, and now they're going to look to push in. Doja opens. You still owe down. Naf going to go ahead and take one back. JKS doesn't last long. Naf and Az are all that remain, and we've seen these two do serious work, but it's going to start to get shut down. Moen with the last 2. As he closes this out for Gambit, it's going to be 16-9 here on Inferno. And with that, it's not looking great for Renegades if they want to try and make this through to the playoffs.
No, and this is a couple games they've had now where you've seen some good things going into the second half. It's just the first half where they come out flat. You saw it against FaZe where it was 13-2. This was 12-3. Those kinds of comebacks are just too much to ask for. Regardless, we're going to hear from the desk. They'll go through all the scenarios over with the GoDaddy breakdown.
The GoDaddy